Hello, everybody, and welcome back to this week's edition. Great. Thanks, Court. Get your giggles out. Get your giggles out now.
I am.
All right, here we go again. What time is it?
Too late. That's what time it is.
7:18. Okay, we have like 3 hours. All right. And welcome back to this week's episode of Interviews with an Intern. I'm your host, Alexandra Lentz, and if you tuned in last week, we flipped the script a little bit, and Cortney, who is usually my camera woman, interviewed me about my internship with the Lightning. So this week, I'm going to interview her about her internship as part of the education program. So thank you, Cortney, for joining me on this side of the camera again.
Thank you for having me. It's actually really weird being on this side of the camera because I'm usually behind it making snarky comments trying to mess up her takes. So, I'm happy on this side. Hopefully we get a good take.
Yes, let's hope. And
we got this.
The first question I'm going to ask you is, where do you intern this semester?
I currently intern at Trinity Charter School in Tampa.
And how did you go about finding this internship? I know you're part of the education program, so was this something that you had to go out and seek on your own, or was this something that the school kind of places you in?
With my internship, it's something that the school placed me in. With all 4 internships that are within the education program, the school places you in. It isn't until your practicum 3 or practicum 4, which is what we call the internships, that's only when you can make the request. It's the first 2, you don't get to make the choice.
So since the school placed you at this internship, was there a formal interview process that you would have to go through as in like a normal internship, or what was that process like?
So to get to my current location, we have to get into the program first. So usually once you're at your end of your sophomore year, you apply to get into the education program. I can speak, I promise. I'm going to be teaching young children, but so you have to go through several loops to jump through. You have to have one actual education teacher to make a recommendation, a non-education teacher, so someone that's outside the program, like from AWR or a chemistry or math or some type of teacher that isn't from the EDU program. You get there, you have to have a GPA of a 3.0 overall. I had to work so hard to get there because my GPA was not where it was supposed to be until last semester, where I got a 3.15, and I raised it from, it was a year and a half ago, and I was at a 2.08, and within 3 semesters I managed to raise it to a 3.15. So you have to jump through so many loops just to get into the program, but once you're in the program, everything is smooth sailing. You got the same professors with the same cohort, which is the same amount, which is the people that you're going to be graduating with at the very end of it. And it's just kind of smooth sailing from there.
So within your internship, what are your day-to-day duties?
So day-to-day is kind of different. So my primary duty is to take observations about the ongoings of the class. So how does the teacher interact with the students? How do the students interact with each other? Are there any cliques? Are there any people that are very isolated, or so on and so forth? And also within my first practicum, so my first semester here as an intern, I have to teach 2 lessons, and I'm actually going to be teaching my first lesson on Friday, and I'm really excited.
Can you give us a little sneak peek of what that lesson plan will entail?
Yes, so I have to teach my morning meeting on Friday. So morning meeting is basically the first 10 to 20 minutes of their day, where the teacher gets the students into the mindset that, yes, you guys are in a classroom, so let's act like students instead of actual children. So I'm going to be getting to the mindset of teaching them about a social-emotional lesson plan. A social-emotional lesson plan is just more towards skills that they can use in their day-to-day lives. And what I'm going to be teaching them is how if you try again after you fail, and why that's a good thing. But before we do that, I want to make sure they have a positive outlook, because a positive outlook changes everything. If you're positive about what's going to happen after you fail, then you try again. So I'm going to be teaching them this little activity called Today's Going to Be a Good Day, and Here's Why. And we're all going to gather on the morning rug, and we're going to go around and say one thing about why today's going to be a good day. And students will have the ability to pass, or because they don't think today's going to be a good day, and they're just really shy about talking. But a student can if they see a student that has passed, they can say, oh, today's going to be a good day for you because this PE and you love PE. And it just gives everybody like a round of positivity and like, you know what, today's going to be a good day and we're going to do great today. So like this a little speak.
What's your favorite part of your internship?
My favorite part would genuinely be the kids. Like, there's this like energy about working with a specific class. They're all high energy, which can be a bad thing if you don't have the right mindset towards it, because some teachers, they want to subdue that energy. They want to make sure everyone's quiet, they're doing what they told, but like, you need to harness it. Energy is energy. If you can harness it to make sure they're working like positively and they're like going gung-ho at something, that makes all the difference. And these kids, they have such a great energy. They want to do everything and it's amazing and I love them so much.
I know you have a lot of fun at your internship, but I have to ask this question. Is there anything you don't like, or is there something you would change about your internship?
If there's one thing that I could change, it would be the amount of time that I spend there. So with the practicum one, you can only be there for technically 2 hours. So we're supposed to be there from 7:50 to 9:50. But I'm there from 7:30 until 10. But I can only be in the classroom until 9:30. That's when I have to go and do a seminar with my like overseeing teacher that make sure we're on track. So I'm only there for an hour and a half. And it's very frustrating because with a classroom with kids, if you want to know what's going in the classroom, you need to be in there hours upon hours, days upon days to know what the kids are doing, like how kids are interacting with each other, how the kids are acting with the teacher, and how they learn, how they don't learn, what can you do with them, or like what works, what doesn't work. You can't learn all that within an hour and a half, one day a week. And even then, it's not one day a week, it's one day every like couple of weeks, because we have to go and do a seminar or there's spring break. And it's very frustrating to me because I want to be good at my job. This is going to be my career in the future within the next year and a half. If I don't know what I'm doing, then within only an hour and a half, then what am I doing?
I can tell you're very, very passionate about what you do. And if you're watching at home, I don't know if you could see it, but I could see it on my end. Courtney's face lit up like a Christmas tree. So there's one thing I know for certain, is that you're going to make an amazing teacher one day. And on that sappy note, that'll do it for this week's edition of Interviews with the Intern. You can hit the subscribe button down below. We publish new videos every Tuesday, except for this week it went up on Wednesday, and there will be no video next week because it's spring break. So we will see you in a week. Bye.